Welcome to Athlone IT, a new track, some new faces, some familiar faces. One of them, the world and Olympic decathlon champion Ashton competes here tonight as he prepares for the World Indoor Championships, which, did I mention, he's also the reigning heptathlon champion at. So, it's all to look forward to. Some class on show in the commentary box as well. Let's get up there. Jesse Barr and first, Will Downing.
So this is the opening race of the night of the opening Athlone IT International Indoor Grand Prix. It's the men's 3,000 metres, and there's a very strong field in this. We've got Alex Bruce Littlewood of Lee Vale. Couple of AIT athletes you'll see there as well, Liam Brady and Vinnie Connolly. We've got Matthew Sherling of Britain, Ross Millington of Britain, Emmett Dunleavy, Thomas Moran, Ben Thistlewood of Lee Vale, and our pace setter right from the start is Dermot McDermott. And a good crowd already in today, Jessie Barr.
Yeah, good crowd straight away, Will. I haven't seen AIT this full yet since it's opened. And nothing better than this kind of a crowd to really set the atmosphere straight away for the athletes, especially in a race like a 3K. The more noise that there is, the better. Just take your mind off running around all those laps.
Well, it's going to be 15 laps of the track. There's two here from Lee Vale, and they're doing very well straight away in Alex Bruce Littlewood and Ben Thistlewood. The pacemaker, you can pretty much forget about. He'll be in the lead for quite a bit. Dermot McDermott bringing them around. Also up there in the full black strip is Ross Millington. Then you go back to Emmett Dunleavy and the two AIT athletes, Liam Brady and Vinnie Connolly. We'll see a few from Athlone IT during the course of the evening, and they're all certain to get really strong support. You can see the crowd applauding already. This is a fantastic venue, by the way.
Really is. I mean, it really is on par with anything you'll see in Europe these days, and you can see why there is the attraction for athletes like Ross Millington and Matthew Sherling from GB to come over and, you know, take it to the best Irish athletes and use the facilities that we finally have in place in Ireland.
Well, it's these four who are leading the way. Our pace setter is Dermot McDermott, and it's a good performance so far from Ross Millington and also Ben Thistlewood and Alex Bruce Littlewood, the Lee Vale duo, and it's these four who are setting the pace so spectacularly so far. And there's some very good personal bests among this field as well, aren't there?
Yeah, well, as you can see, Ross Millington there in the black from GB has the fastest in the field by quite a bit. He has a PB of 7:49. The two Lee Vale athletes there are really hanging on to his shirt tails and not let him get away. So if they can keep up this kind of pace, they could be on for a really good time as well. But it really will be Ross Millington that we'll be looking at with a PB of at least 10 seconds, if not faster, than the rest of the field. So.
Well, there is certainly a huge gap between the four leaders and the rest, and just a glance back, it's around 30 metres or so at the moment that they are behind in this wonderful indoor complex. McDermott is doing a good job so far, but I'll tell you, Ross Millington's doing a fantastic one as well, because he's keeping up with a very fast pace here, and the two Lee Vale runners are doing their best to keep up, Bruce Littlewood and Thistlewood. And also beginning to show for Britain in the white is Matthew Sherling.
Yeah, Matthew Sherling really seems to be catching up now on the front runners there. Matthew actually only 18 years old himself. He has the under 17 record for the 1500 for Britain, so we can probably expect to see, you know, a turn of pace for him in the next couple of laps. But so far it really is all about Ross Millington and the two Lee Vale athletes trying to hold on to the kind of pace he's after setting.
Well, there goes the pacemaker. Dermot McDermott steps away, and it's a good lead that Ross Millington is holding at the moment. It's Bruce Littlewood and also Ben Thistlewood of Lee Vale who are doing their best to keep up with Ross Millington, a very strong performer we've seen down through the years. He's got a PB of under 8 minutes, and I wonder how close he's going to get to that tonight if he manages to stay out as far as he can. The stadium record is 7:52.14, set by the Spaniard Juan Higuero. That was January 2013. Well, maybe at the moment Millington is on pace for this, but he has to win the race first.
Yeah, well, if he can keep going at the pace like this, there's no reason why he shouldn't win. He's got a good 30, if not more, metre lead on the Lee Vale athlete Alex Bruce Littlewood, who actually is our national champion from 2014. So he does have a good time in him. If he can try and, you know, claw back a bit of the space he's lost between himself and Ross Millington, it could be a good race, but so far it's really after stringing out a bit.
So we're just past the midway point here at the Athlone IT Indoor Complex. You can see that the hurdles are out for the 60 metres, which are coming up a little later, was the 3,000 metres, and a very powerful start to the evening from Ross Millington. There's a little bit of a break happening behind now. Alex Bruce Littlewood staying in second place. There was a good break by Matthew Shirling to go into third, and now a little bit of a push in the back straight coming from Thomas Moran, trying to move up into fourth place past the AIT athletes Liam Brady and Vinnie Conley. So at the moment it is Alex Bruce Littlewood in second place, but Matthew Shirling is beginning to claw back on him. But Ross Millington at the moment is uncatchable for now. There's Shirling coming through, and you know what? He's not that far away from Alex Bruce Littlewood all of a sudden.
And he looks very comfortable as well. I think if he can keep that pace going, there's another few laps, and every stride he seems to be catching up on Alex Bruce Littlewood there. Every time we see him, he's coming into shot and he's closer and closer. So it could be a good race if he can keep this kind of pace going. Littlewood seems to be tiring there.
And we're seeing as well Millington beginning to lap athletes. Bruce Littlewood is not too far away from that, but even closer to him is Matthew Shirling. It may happen very soon that Shirling will begin to reel him in, but nobody right now is reeling in Ross Millington. He's in very good form. He's come through at around 5:51. It's a good pace. Maybe he might just about break the 8-minute barrier here at Athlone IT. It is so far so good for him, but I wonder if the main race here is now going to be for second place. Bruce Littlewood hanging on against Shirling, but for how long?
I don't think it's going to be much longer. There seems to be, the gap really has closed a lot in the last two laps. Matthew Shirling has really, put in a new turn of pace. He's after finding another gear, and he's really after pulling back some ground on Littlewood there. But Matthew, it really is Ross Millington's lapping the field. He looks completely comfortable. I think he's got this one in the bag. It's just what time can he pull out today?
Well, we can just see in second place, passing through, Matthew Shirling has just overtaken Alex Bruce Littlewood of Lee Vale. He's gone into second place. Does he have a chance of a shot at Ross Millington here? Are there enough laps left in the race? The AIT boys are still going very gamely. It's a good lead for Millington, but it's not as wide as it was. He's only got a couple of laps to go here, and Shirling is trying to reel him in very, very strongly. There's Shirling there now. It's about 30 metres. He seems to have got the better of Alex Bruce Littlewood, Dunleavy behind him and Thistlewood, but I wonder, can Millington hold on here? Because Shirling is putting in a very good performance in second place, not very far behind.
No, not very far at all. I think, like you said, not even 50 metres in it now, but Ross Millington doesn't seem to be tying up, and it's only 200 metres left. The bell's going there. I don't see how much more Matthew Shirling can really pull him in, but it's really all about what time they can set now and see if that stadium record is going to hold up for another year.
Well, inside the final lap, the stadium record 7:52 looks very much safe, and Ross Millington with every stride is looking safer and safer too. He's done very well here to hold on. Matthew Shirling, the youngster, has done fantastically to make his way up into second place, but Ross Millington will win it. It's 8 minutes 0.32. It will be Shirling in second place and Alex Bruce Littlewood coming home in third. It was a 6-second margin of victory, and didn't he do well in the end, Ross Millington? 8:0032. It's outside his personal best, but he gets a big win in Athlone, and that was very, very well done indeed. So a good victory for Ross Millington. He's with Tulsen.
Ross, were you happy with that?
Fairly happy. I'm happy with the win, obviously, but I was hoping for a bit better time-wise, but just being out front by myself for so long kind of took its toll that last 800 metres, so a win's a win. So.
Would you have been happier if the pacemaker maybe went another few laps? Do you think you maybe could have got the record then?
Maybe. I think since I died so much, maybe it was just out of reach. Well, I think something under 7:55 was there tonight, but I went after it. It didn't quite pay off, so these things happen.
Newish track here at Athlone IT. What did you make of it?
Extremely fast. Feels really nice. Mondo surface on top of, I think it's boards. It's not concrete, so you get quite a bit back from it. So it is super fast, and I'm sure we'll see some great times tonight and in the future from it.
Well, she's the 16 times national indoor champion, and Kelly Proper, well, she's done it again earlier tonight in the long jump.
Yeah, here's Kelly now, ready for another big jump, we hope. Kelly's been in great form this season already, setting a new season's best at the Regional National League indoors with a 7:42 jump, hoping for more today, looking towards the outdoor season, getting back towards her 6:62 PB.
Kelly Proper in very, very good form indeed. She has taken the victory here tonight. I think it matches her a season's best. It might actually match her indoor personal best.
New season's best for her. Not quite a PB indoors. Her PB indoors is actually 6:60, but 6:49 is really getting back up to towards her best.
So it means no victory tonight for Sarah Warnock, who we're seeing here, or Sarah McCarthy, or Elizabeth Moreland. We've got more top-class track athletics from Athlone on the way soon. So this is one of a number of schools relay races. Let's see if this will be a good one. The boys 4x200 metres relay, all local Athlone schools involved in this. So we're underway at St. Joseph's in the red, Balnahone in the red and white, AC Francis in the light blue, St. Peter's are green and white, Hudson Bay in the green and Temple Villa are in the white. It's been a very good start by Jason Cunningham of St. Joseph's there in the inside lane in this first track. Also going well in the green, St. Peter's. Hudson Bay going well. Robert Dolan for them, Aidan Dowling for St. Peter's. Also for Balnahone, Dylan Egan, Onkyo for AC Francis and Garvin Cunningham of Temple Villa. The first changeover belongs to St. Joseph's. It's Nahir Ashola who's scheduled to take this up, and Aaron Keane also going well for Temple Villa at the moment. Adam Turley for Balnahone going well. Andrew Monaghan for AC Francis. Travis Courtney of St. Peter's and Daniel McDermott of Hudson Bay. So they've taken in the stagger. It's been a very good start for St. Joseph's for their first two legs, and also going well at the moment, Balnahone in second, and Hudson Bay also in the green, working very well through Daniel McDermott. Here's the penultimate changeover, and it's gone to the outside lane, and it's Desnis Pavluk of St. Joseph's who takes up the story here, and in second place at the moment for Balnahone is Brian Rowan who has it, and a lot of work coming in from Luke Grishlan of Hudson Bay. It's the penultimate leg. He's gone up into second place ahead of Brian Rowan of Balnahone, but look at this very strong advantage for St. Joseph's. They started off very well. It's the final changeover on the way when Dennis Pavluk gives it to Daniel Locke. Locke takes it up for St. Joseph's. They're well in front. Hudson Bay trying to come up here with Kieran Green. Also away now is Cormac O'Shea of Balnahone. He receives it from Brian Rowan in second place. It's Kieran Quinn for Hudson Bay who's doing very well. Behind them, Jack Seary of AC Francis, Ryan Conway of St. Peter's, Glenn Carlin of Temple Villa. But this is the anchor leg. It's Daniel Locke of St. Joseph's. What great work by Kieran Quinn to move up into second. Now AC Francis are coming up well into third with Jack Seary, but it'll be victory for St. Joseph's. Daniel Locke crosses the line first. St. Joseph's with it. Hudson Bay in second place. AC Francis in third. Balnahone fourth. Fifth is St. Peter's. And sixth will be Temple Villa. Well, it was a good race. It kept the crowd sufficiently entertained. 2:05.58. And they'll always remember the night that they ran in front of a full capacity crowd at this Athlone IT indoor arena. Good work by all. So now we've got the 60 metres hurdles for women, and this should be a fascinating race indeed. We've got Grace McKenzie in 3, Sarah Lavin in 4, Eva Vital of Portugal in 5, Liliana Hora is in lane 6, and it is a stadium record held here by Sarah Lavin, 8.33 seconds, which was set last month. She is in the prime lane 4, Vital alongside her. It's a great start from both. They've done brilliantly here, and it's between Lavin and Vital. Vital in the red is coming good, and Vital just about wins that, and that is the stadium record gone.
Oh, that was a really, really good race. Great to see Sarah Lavin push the whole way there by Vital. She's had a brilliant start by Sarah, and just every stride, they were stride for stride the whole way, and Vital just got it on the line by inches, and great to see a good race for Sarah in Ireland.
Well, now it is the men's 60 metres hurdles, and a very strong field in this as well. We've got Shane Ashton in 2, Ed O'Halloran in 3, Alex Alameen of Britain in 4, Paul Byrne in 5, Kurish Faguri in 6, and in lane 7 is Own Power. It's another strong field, another potential strong performance here, and the stadium record here, 8.13, set by Ian MacDonald. And that was only a couple of weeks ago.
Potential for that to drop here today. Alex Alameen has a PB of 7.85. If he can go close to that today, we could see another record broken.
And away they go, and it's a very strong start by Al Alameen, and Farougi is going very well, and we've had a couple of stops there, but it's Alameen who wins. It's a very good time. It's 7.97. It is a new stadium record. It's a great performance, and he wins while there's been carnage all behind him.
That was a really messy race. We lost 2 athletes there. I think it was Shane Aston and Ed O'Halloran. You see it again here. They both lads in 1 and 2 clipped hurdles and just couldn't quite get to the end. But that's the nature of the high hurdles.
Alex, happy with that?
Yeah, it was a good race. I don't think I got the best start, but I came away with a win. So it's always good to come here, and it's a good place. I've never been to a place like this. It's a good atmosphere and stuff.
Was it off-putting that the guys around you were hitting a lot of hurdles and you seem to be hitting them clear? Was that off-putting?
No, in the hurdles, I just concentrate on my own lane, do my own thing. I can't concentrate on anybody else because if I do that, then I'll do the same as them. So, yeah.
What are you looking at after this?
I think this is the last race for the indoor season. Go on to the outdoors, progress to the Commonwealth Games, Europeans, and then, just go for the win every time.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, appreciate it.
The overhead view of the women's 800 metres. Good field in this. Ashton Crossy was 4th in the European Juniors last summer. Katie Kirk, bronze in the UK Championships. Katie Snowdon of Britain. Brona Furlong, who was 4th for Ireland in the 4x400 relay in the indoors in Turin in 2009. Claire McSweeney, Lee Vale, DCU in the past, and Maeve Brannigan as well is there. There's Brona Furlong, who's had her injury spells, but great to see her back in the track again. This could be a very good race indeed. So it's 4 laps of the track. Crossy, Kirk, Snowdon, Furlong, McSweeney and Brannigan.
Yeah, it could be a really interesting race here. We have both Furlong and Kirk have both moved up from 400 metres in the last 2 years. So it could be a really interesting pace that could be set between the likes of Crossy, who's still only a teenager herself, 4th at the European Juniors this summer. A lot of talent in this field. Hopefully we can see a good time here today. Shame we don't have our other 2 girls, Roseanne Galligan and Ciara Everard, here tonight. They set 2 seasons best in Prague to qualify for World Indoors. Would have been nice to see them here, but hopefully a good time can be set by the rest of the girls that are in the field.
Yes, they did very well in Prague indeed. The indoor circuit, it's always a very cramped calendar in the same way that indoor meetings are cramped too. Crossy going very well. Katie Kirk in 2nd place, one of those who lit the Olympic cauldron, and also going very well, it looks to me to be Maeve Brannigan. Furlong's back in 4th place. Also there is Claire McSweeney, but going powerfully at the moment is Aisling Crossy, with Katie Kirk just behind her, and it's 3 against the rest.
Yeah, the field's really broken up already. It really is about these 2 girls out in front, Aisling Crossy and Katie Kirk.
Yeah, Katie Snowdon's actually doing very well as well. She's up with them at the moment. Katie Kirk going very well indeed, and Katie Snowdon, Aisling Crossy may well actually be a pacemaker, and I think she's about to step off the track, because stepping it up here is Katie Kirk. Kirk takes it away ahead of Snowdon at the bell. The work of Aisling Crossy is done. Claire McSweeney and Brona Furlong are fighting it out for 3rd place, but Kirk looks to have pounced at the right time. 100 metres to go. It's a superb performance by the Northern athletes so far. Snowdon is fighting hard in 2nd place. Kirk might just have done enough. Into the closing straight. It's a good performance by her to hold Snowdon off at this stage. Katie Kirk is going to win in the 800 metres. Snowdon will be in 2nd place. 2:03.58, the impressive winning time, and that's just outside the stadium record of Ciara Everard.
Massive PB for Katie Kirk as well. 2:06 was her PB before today, so it's great to see her really step it up and get into real world-class running. That's just outside the World Indoor qualifying time. It's a shame now that she hasn't quite made it, that closing time has just passed, but she'll be looking forward now to Commonwealths coming up in the summer, so that really bodes well for Katie. Hopefully she can just build on that now.
Yes, 2:03.58 the winning time. Snowden in second place, and Claire McSweeney took the third ahead of Brona Furlong. But that was a very good performance. Yeah. Largely on pacemaking duties, if I remember, at Belfast, the Mary Peters International last summer. But when she's there in her own right, she is a superb athlete, and we saw that again this evening. She did very well indeed.
Katie, you seem to have the measure of everyone there. You felt really good during the race.
Yeah, I felt really, really good. Sometimes just indoors you always feel good. I haven't really had many fast races this season yet, so I had a friend coming to pace it for me, so I knew it was going to be right, and luckily everything went just really, really well.
When you got to the front, were you happy to be in that position, or did you want to come from behind, or what was the plan?
I was pretty happy to be at the front. That was the plan. My dad is my coach, and he said, look, don't be afraid to take it on once Ashton steps out. And I just felt really strong the whole way around, so that's a first.
And how did you find the track?
I love the track here. I ran an indoor PB 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago here as well. And it's just a really, really good facility. The crowd here tonight are really, really good. And I just love it here.
Thanks very much.
No problem, thank you.
So the men's 800 metres, and it's a return to the perennial joust. Carl Griffin and Niall Toohey, they've seen each other a lot in recent championships. Toohey has won the Universities and the Nationals. Carl Griffin finishing second in both. Also in this race, Dara Green, Mark McDonald, Robert Tully of Star of the Sea Meath, James Ledingham, who should be on pacemaking duties, he's at the front, and Tim Franconi also, who's in the blue.
Yeah. James Ledingham is setting a really good pace here. He's set to go through in 52 for 400 metres, and he seems to be right on pace for this. So if the boys can keep up with the pace, that they could be on for a really good time. Both Carl Griffin and Niall Toohey have PBs of 149 each, so it's going to be a real head-to-head battle between these two. We've already seen that kind of battle 2 or 3 times this season, so who can come out on top today between Toohey and Griffin will be interesting to see.
Well, they're keeping themselves up with the pace very well at the moment. Toohey is in the green for Ferrybank. Carl Griffin of UCD is in the gold. It's a very, very good pace that's been run by James Ledingham of West Waterford AC. And also moving up looks to be Dara Green, who's up there, and Robert Tully too. I wonder if the battle of the day, as it always seems to be at this distance in Ireland, will be between Niall Toohey and Carl Griffin. They've seen each other so often this year, and the bell is shortly among us. The bell being taken by Toohey. He's done very well. He's just edged ahead of Griffin at the moment. In third place is Dara Green. Tully is up there too. It's a strong advantage for Toohey. Can he keep it up? Griffin is trying to fight back in the back straight for the final time. It's Toohey still holding out. Griffin trying to cut the gap, and not too far behind is Dara Green also. This has been a very good performance by Toohey, but here comes Griffin on the outside. Is Griffin going to take it? I think he did. By a very, very tight margin. Griffin, I think, pipped Toohey that time.
So it looks like for a change, Griffin has got the better Toohey, and just in the last 50 metres, Toohey just didn't have it in his legs that time. Really was gritting his teeth the whole way. It was a really great race for them. The medals there between Griffin, Toohey and Green, and Griffin just came out on top today.
Carl, that was time to perfection.
Yeah, you know, it was a tough race. I went off pretty quick and unfortunately faded a bit in the last 200, but managed to just get an aisle coming up home straight, so I was happy with that.
Do you think the pacemaker going out so quick maybe took it away from the stadium record being in reach?
Perhaps, you know, maybe if we had went through half a second or a second slower, we might have finished stronger, but it was the last race of the season. We wanted to try and go fast and lay it all in the line.
Yeah, indoor season now finished. What are the plans for the rest of the year?
Get back into a bit of base work for a while now and aim for outdoors in July. Hopefully competing in the World Juniors in Oregon in the summer. That's the main aim.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.
So we're back with the women's 400 metres. It's Alana Lally, the Galway Sports Star of the Year, in 1, McCallion in 2, Cannon 3, Denny 4, Diane Ramsey of Scotland is in 5, and Katia Azevedo, she is in lane 6, the Portuguese. And the stadium record for this is held by Sinead Denny, 54.30. She wouldn't mind breaking it. She wouldn't mind winning this race. All calm
That was a terrible start by Azevedo in lane 6.
Lally's not doing too badly at the moment. Azevedo's going to have to fight very hard to get back here.
Diane Ramsey's really coming out strong in the lane 5, and she's already passed Azevedo on the top bend. Only 100 metres into the race and she already seems to be in the lead. We'll come to the break, we'll get to see exactly where they're all sitting.
Well, the Portuguese Azevedo is quite a strong athlete, but Ramsey at the moment is lording this and doing a very good job of it at the moment. Alana Lally also providing a very good battle at the moment, and Acevedo's done very well to fight back after a very poor start. Acevedo's in second. It's Ramsey who leads as she goes into the final bend. Sinead Denny fighting very, very hard. The course record holder here for DSD to stay up. It's going to be a very fast performance from Diane Ramsey here. Acevedo's going to be in second place, and the stadium record's gone 53.87. Acevedo second, and Denny third. Loses the race and loses the record.
Brilliant race though all round. It really was a battle of there was 2 separate battles for first there between Ramsey and Azevedo, and then the domestic battle for bronze between McCallie and Denny and Shauna Cannon. Denny just got the better of the 2 other Irish athletes, McCallie and Cannon there, as she has throughout the rest of the season.
A new PB.
Yeah, big PB. I've been desperate to break the 54 since last year, so it's great to get through it eventually.
A stadium record as well. Like this track looks very, very quick.
Yeah, it definitely felt fast. It felt great to run on it. We've got a new track in Glasgow as well, the Emirates, and it looks quite comparable to it. It's a good event.
Was the plan to get out quick there and really hold them off, because that last 100 looked like you were doing it tough?
Yeah, it was hard. I normally like to sit behind at the bell, but my coach keeps trying to tell me to go at the front. So I thought I'd give it a go today, but the last 50 I was swimming.
Talking of Glasgow, it's obviously a big year with the Commonwealth Games coming up.
Yeah, hopefully going to get in the 4x4 relay team. I think I'll not be good enough yet for the individual 4, but we've already qualified the relay team, so I'm hoping to get in that.
So the men's 400 metres, it's Mark Rogers in 3, David McCarthy of Kildare in 4, Timmy Crowe from Dooney and Clare in 5, and representing the US Virgin Islands in lane 6, Tabarie Henry. His personal best is 45.81. Stadium record here is 46.07, held by Brian Gregan. Away first time.
And another terrible start by Tabarie Henry in lane 6. There must be something to do with lane 6's speakers. I don't know what's going on. But Timmy Crowe has flown out, and he's already up nearly beside Tabarie Henry, the US Virgin Islands athlete. And Dave McCarthy's long strides there in lane 4. It's really between these 3. Mark Rogers has just fallen back a little bit.
Well, this is a great display from Timmy Crowe so far. It's Henry who leads. David McCarthy, his namesake from West Waterford, doing very well in Prague last night. It is Henry who leads. Can Crowe run him tight here? He's got about 100 to go. Crowe is fighting back inch by inch. 50 to go. Can Henry hold on? Can Crowe win this? Crowe's trying to turn him over. Crowd are loving this, but Henry's going to win it. Oh, what a performance by Timmy Crowe. David McCarthy third, Mark Rogers fourth. That was a battle.
That was a real battle, and a really, really strong performance by Timmy Crowe there.
Tabarie, a season best there, but it could have been even better. You missed the start.
Yeah, I'm blessed to come out here and finish the race healthy. I couldn't really hear the gun, so that might have caused some seconds off my time. But it was a great run, fast track, great atmosphere.
The last 100, you really dug in there and really got yourself home.
Yeah, all year I've been working on different parts of my race, and we've been focusing more on my finish, and today it paid off. I finished real hard. I felt good, so it was a great race.
Indoor season done. Busy year coming ahead though.
Yeah, last year I was hurt. I didn't have a chance to showcase my talent last year, so I'm just taking things real slow this year, and it's going well so far.
Good luck with the rest of the year.
Thanks.
So the women's 60 metres, we've already seen Kelly Proper win the long jump. Vicky Harris is in lane 3, Kelly Proper is in 4, Sarah Lavin from Limerick in lane 5, Sinead Tracy is in 6. Stadium record 7:32, belonging to Amy Foster, who we won't be seeing in Sopot. Harris, Proper, Lavin, Tracy. Away first time. Oh, what a start by Kelly Proper. Lavin fighting very hard. She finished second in the hurdles, and it's the same again here. Kelly Proper, what a performer, what a winner. 7.44. Great competitor.
Oh, we've already mentioned she's 16-time Irish indoor champion or Irish indoor medalist, and you can see exactly why she has. That was a really dominant performance for Kelly right from the start.
Kelly, it's been a busy night for you. How do you think you fared?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a great night. A new season's best in the long jump, 6:49, and that's the first 60 I ran this season, and I equalled my personal best, so I'm in good form, so it was a good night for me.
You quite enjoy this track. You've been here a couple of times now, and you've got some good times here.
Yeah, we're so lucky to have this track just on our doorstep. You know, you can run really fast times, you can jump far here. It's amazing, and this competition, it's definitely a huge step up for Irish athletics to have a major indoor meet, so I'm just really happy with it.
Been a busy year for you coming up. Just take us through how it's going to pan out.
Yeah, well, this is my last indoor competition, so I'll take a couple of days off now to start getting ready for the outdoors. I mean, I suppose the big one will be European outdoors. They're on in August, so just hopefully I'll start building towards that, and we'll see what happens.
Good luck. Thanks for your time.
Thanks very much.
Sarah, a busy night. 60-metre hurdles, 60-metre flat, 2 seconds. How do you think you fared?
The 60 hurdles went well. It was my second fastest time ever. The girl who came in from Portugal had a huge, a better PB than me. She did an 8:13, and for her to only beat me by 100th of a second is great, you know. But of course, I would have loved to have hit my PB, which is 8:25. But being only 500ths off that is brilliant here tonight.
Just talk us through. It's incredible atmosphere at this track.
It is. It's something else, you know. The stadium is full. I don't think I've ever seen it like this. Ever. So it's brilliant that everyone has come out tonight, and especially because we have such big names here, you know what I mean? Like Ashton-Eaton and his wife, they're world class, as good as it gets here. So to be competing here on a night with them is just brilliant.
This augurs well for Irish athletics, doesn't it? Getting names like that here.
Exactly, and I think that it's a huge boost to Athlone, because it's starting to get out there how quick a track it is, and these big names do want to come here to see, how is it actually faring. So it's brilliant for Athlone and for Irish athletics.
Brilliant stuff. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
So the men's 60 metres, Aidan Keneally is in lane 1. Marcus Lawler, brilliant, double schools champion from last year, the junior record holder for Ireland in 2. Stephen Colvert in 3, just narrowly missed out in the London Olympic Games, represented Ireland in the Europeans in Helsinki in 2012. The great Ashton-Eaton, indoor, outdoor and Olympic champion in 4. Damar Forbes 5, Jamie Davis 6, Eamon Fahy 7 and Ronan Coyle is in lane 8. Do we see an Eaton victory here? The greatest all-round athlete in the world right now. Keneally, Lawler, Colvert, Eaton, Forbes, Davis, Fahy, Coyle. Lane 4, the one to watch, and what a great start by Ashton-Eaton, and Stephen Colvert's going well also. Forbes trying to recover, but it's Ashton-Eaton all the way. 6:69, fantastic performance, a new stadium record, not far outside the Irish all-comers record, but it's history for Ashton-Eaton. David Hines' mark from last year is gone, and Eaton, well, most of the capacity crowd have come to see him, and they've seen him win, and well done Stephen Colvert in second as well.
Yeah, Ashton-Eaton has delivered to the crowd. He's exactly what everyone came here to see, and he's delivered here today. Second fastest time he's ever run, and he tore the field apart. That was an easy victory for him, but really good second place for Stephen Colvert as well, who's usually a 200-metre runner. Great to see him able to drop down a distance and still be able to compete with the best.
The night has gone so quickly. The Senator Eamon Coughlin Mile. It's Owen Everard of Kilkenny City Harriers. It's John Travers of Athlone IT, who holds the stadium record here, 4:01:47. Sean Wiley of Scotland, Cameron Bayek of Scotland, Joe Warren, James Ledingham is our pace setter again. Away first time. This could be spectacular. We have incredibly never seen in Ireland an indoor 4-minute mile.
Wonder can we see it here today? There's plenty of talent in this field, plenty of sub 4-minute milers outdoors. It's whether they can do it indoors, can they reproduce in this 8-lap race the sub 4-minute mile that everyone so desperately wants to break.
Well, James Ledingham is firing out to the front, setting the pace. The rest don't want to go with him at the moment, but John Travers at the moment is in second place, and the official leader, if you like, Eoin Everard of Kilkenny City Harriers, and Joe Warren in the other yellow singlet not too far behind. Sean Wiley trying to keep himself in check, and Cameron Boyack also, 20-year-old Scot who's based in County Durham. Nice start this is by James Ledingham. He set them out very well. John Travers also, of course, has the stadium record to defend. Fine athlete, and he's out in front of the rest of the moment.
Yeah, they're not really quite going at the pace here being set by James Ledingham. They seem to have their own idea in mind, but John Travers is a really experienced athlete. Like you said, he has a stadium record, he knows what he's doing, and the rest seem to be just falling into his pace and just following him at the moment.
So it's John Travers who's holding off the rest at the moment. Boyack, Everard and Warren, who are all wearing gold singlets, and just behind them is Sean Wiley of Scotland. Ledingham's pace has been very firm, but right now it's John Travers, an Athlone IT athlete. There'll be a lot from around these parts who will be cheering him on right now and hoping he can produce a really fast time and a big home victory on the opening night of the Athlone IT Grand Prix.
Yeah, the athletes are really bunched up now. These top five are really, there's only a couple of metres in between them. It could anyone's race. Cameron Boyack seems to be making a move there on John Travers' shoulder, and he's taken out the pace a little bit, maybe it's just a bit too slow for him. Joe Warren seems to be a bit of pushing and shoving there between Joe Warren actually and Travers.
Yep.
Not happy with the pace being set perhaps.
Well, Boyack is taking it away, and just coming on the side as well as Joe Warren. John Travers at the moment is very much boxed in, and here comes Eoin Everard of Kilkenny City Harriers to slip his way into second place behind Cameron Boyack. Travers is well placed also, but on the outside of him is Joe Warren.
When Everard seems to be making a move there on the shoulder of Boyack, can he try and make a move past as he comes in off the bend? And John Travers is fighting back again. He's not happy with in fourth place. He's back up in the front.
This is a great break, isn't it, by John Travers? He looks very strong here, and Eoin Everard is trying to cover and go with him, but what a time for John Travers to go for it. Can he make it all the way home from here?
I hope he can. It'd be really great to see a 4-minute mile being broken, especially by their home athlete in AIT. The crowd is really getting behind all the athletes here.
Well, it's a superb performance so far. He still has a little bit to go, and now Eoin Everard is trying to put the hammer down on the outside, and he's overtaken John Travers so well. He's accelerated superbly here, and now another move coming from Joe Warren. Cameron Boyack going as well. John Travers, maybe the lactic acid is beginning to bite already. Great display by Everard, and there's the bell. 200 metres to go. It's between Everard, Warren and Boyack, and the crowd are starting to get on their feet here for the final event of the night, because now it's Everard, Warren and Boyack not just against themselves, but against the clock as well, trying to break the 4-minute barrier here for the first time indoors in Ireland. Everard's doing very well, but can he make it? He seems to have beaten the rest. Can he beat the clock? The crowd are loving what they're seeing. Everard's coming through. Is he going to break 4 minutes? He's missed out by 3 seconds. 1 second. Boyack third. Travers, brave fourth. 4:03.08 the winning time.
Really good race by all the lads in that race. Eoin Everard really put the boot down in the last 2 laps, and it's a shame that John Travers just didn't have it in the legs after that break he caught, but really close to the 4-minute mile, but they just didn't quite have it in their legs today. Indoor running, a few messy bends there, but we know they have the potential to do it. It would have been great to see it here today, but the crowd really got behind them, and it really lifted the whole crowd.
So the stadium record of John Travers still remains. It is the Irish all-comers record as well, and it was set last month. It will stay in the record books for at least another.
I want a fast finish there. Maybe in the first half of the race it was a bit slow, the pace?
Yeah, a bit slow and messy. Kind of threw everyone off a bit. We need to be attacking a lot more at the start. That's the problem when you have 6. It can either be class or a bit tactical, and unfortunately it was a bit tactical.
How difficult does it make the second half of the race when you have a first half which is so slow?
To get a good time, it's very tough to really pick it up. The crowd were phenomenal, so you try to keep it going, but I'm doing a lot more distance, so I just found it very hard to try even pick up the pace even further.
How did you come back from a longer distance?
Definitely, yeah. If you're on the pace or just slightly below and you just have to hold, it's a lot easier.
You mentioned the crowd there were phenomenal. The track itself, how'd you find that?
Oh, it's beautiful. It's so nice. They've done a great job. And it's like there's a lot of English guys over and internationals, and I think it's a place to be absolutely proud of.
Great.
Well, this the power couple of athletics, the golden couple, Ashton-Eaton and Brianne Theisen-Eaton. He's had a victory in the 60 metres. She's had a busy night as well in the high jump. She's had to work very, very hard. 180 would give her victory.
Already set a PB in the shot put this evening of over 13:40 this evening. So she's on a good streak. Hopefully we can see her do some big heights here tonight. She's a personal best of 185.
Well, this is a third and final attempt at 180, and it's good, and it's victory for her, surely. Great result for Brianne Theisen-Eaton. She will come away with 2 triumphs.
Brianne, an interesting night, a good crowd, good atmosphere. How'd you find it?
It's awesome. I like competing. I always love competing in Europe because I think the fans are really knowledgeable and the announcer's been doing a great job kind of keeping everybody aware. So I had a lot of fun at this meet.
Silver medalist in the World Championships. This year, what are you aiming for this year?
This year, my big, I guess, focus is going to be Commonwealth Games outdoor, and obviously the World Indoors in about a week, I guess now, for indoor. So those are my 2 big things. Commonwealth Games, I would love to win it. I haven't done the pent in a long time, so we're just kind of seeing where it goes, but mostly aiming for outdoor.
How difficult is it when you are away from particular events and then you've got to get back into them?
Yeah, that's really hard. That's what this meet was all about. Doing the shot put and high jump, because I haven't competed again in them in almost over 6 months. So just kind of getting used to that competition atmosphere again.
And how are you and the husband finding it here in Ireland?
We like it. We like it a lot. The first thing we noticed is how nice all the people are. Everybody is just so willing to help or with anything that we need, and it's been awesome. It makes it really easy to compete and easy to train.
And you've enjoyed the training facilities. You've enjoyed the track as well.
We love, the track. This is an amazing facility. I mean, I wish we had something like this at home. You know, it's awesome. It's a really fast track, which is nice.
How would this compare with, say, college facilities in North America?
I mean, it's right up there. You know, Mondo track, banked. It feels fast. It's like right near the top. Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
No problem.
Well, now let's see how the men's long jump concluded itself. Ashton-Eaton hoping to emulate his missus, Brianne Theisen-Eaton, in winning 2 titles on the night in Athlone. But this is Damar Forbes, who would finish in 4th place. Not really his night. 7 metres 47. He has jumped further. He's always looking for something extra on the night, really.
Doesn't really look happy with that jump, but I haven't really seen many of them look too happy so far.
So Ashton-Eaton of the United States, the great perennial champion.
Personal best indoors of 8:20. Can we see anything close to that tonight?
Crowd are enjoying it. Paulo Sergio de Oliveira behind him is enjoying it. Eaton looking to pull something big out of the bag here. 7 metres 58, his best of the night. But hey, it's been a good night. He won't win, but he's loving it.
The crowd are loving it, definitely.
And what a crowd. Brilliant night for him. Brilliant night for them. Slightly better night for Paulo Sergio de Oliveira of Brazil. 2nd place will be his lot ultimately. Brazil aiming for success in the World Indoors. Very good Paralympic team in athletics. They host the next ones, don't forget, in Rio. Paulo Sergio de Oliveira peaking at 7.62 in the night. That would be 2nd place. But it's red, light for danger for the rest. Daniel Bramble with the victory on the night. 7.71 is best. And he would be the long jumper of the evening. Went out a long way. Bramble the victor on a great night of athletics.
Ashton, this is a pretty good preparation for the indoor games coming up.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic. Great crowd, great stadium. It's a good atmosphere. Loved it.
What this year you've got a pretty big year this year. You've obviously got the indoor games. You've got a lot of things to look forward to. Then the outdoor season. What's the goal this year? You've pretty much done everything. So.
My goal is to basically win Worlds, defend my title, and then outdoors I'm actually trying a new event, 400 hurdles. So I just want to compete in that and see what I can do.
Just to test yourself and see how good you can be at something else?
Yes, and also to kind of take a break, take a break from the decathlon and get really ready for 2015, 2016. So just have a little fun this year.
Discipline-wise, across so many events, how hard is it to maintain your focus?
I mean, I have a lot of people that help me, my coach, my managers, my wife, and my family. So, it is hard to manage it all, but when you have a team that helps you, it's okay.
Talking about your wife, she's got the Commonwealth Games to look forward to this year, so you've got plenty of support to give her there.
Yeah, I'm actually very excited to watch her compete at Commonwealth. She's coming up a great year last year, silver medalist at Worlds, so I'm excited to cheer her on.
And you've enjoyed the atmosphere here?
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, the AIT Stadium and Athlone has been a great town. We've been really welcomed here, so we like it.
Well, I wish you all the best at the World Indoors and for the rest of the season.
My pleasure, thank you.
Great crowd in tonight. If you're watching in Ireland, by the way, our next event, the Irish Schools Cross Country, you can watch that on the 19th and 23rd of March.
A golden night of athletics here at Athlone IT for arguably athletics' #1 golden couple. Ashton-Eaton, the world and Olympic decathlon champion, also the world indoor champion for heptathlon as he prepares for the upcoming World Indoor Championships in Poland. He and his wife, Brianne Theisen-Eaton, both competed. The crowd absolutely adored them. We adored having them here. We had a great time. We trust you did as well. See you next time. Bye-bye.